What's going on, all you Shaggy Maniacs? I am Dar Shaggy, and I'm coming to you with another review. But this isn't like the last couple of reviews that I've done. This is something that I've done once or twice or three times before in the past, and they seem to go over really well. So this time I'm doing a book review. Yep, that's right, a book review. Shaggy's been reading again. But before I get into the book, I would like to tell you a little bit of the backstory. See, my mom, I don't know if I've said this in other videos, my mom actually works at a school here in the town that I live in, and she's a foster grandparent, which means she goes in and helps the kids with their reading and their math and whatever they need help on. Well, every once in a while they have a book caravan come through, or a cart that they could buy books off of and take home. Well, one of her teachers suggested to her, because they knew I'm a superhero fan, this book, and it sounded really, really interesting, and so she went ahead and she brought it over to me, and I read it. And she bought it about a month and a half ago, and I finished it about a week and a half ago. I didn't jump right into it at first. I was a little hesitant, whatever. But yes, I did finish the book, and I thought it was a really good book, and I thought I would share it with you. And enough of the backstory. You guys are probably wondering, well, Shaggy, what book is it? Well, let me tell you, okay? Here we go. The book in question is by the author Matthew Cody, and it's called Powerless. It sounds kind of a weird name for a superhero book. Powerless? Yeah. But let me just tell you, it's really, really good. It's about a small town called Nobles Green, and there's a boy that moves there with his family to help out his grandma, and who's dying of cancer, and he stumbles onto this group of friends that he makes, and he finds out that they're not exactly what they seem to be. They're all preteen. They're like 12 years old and younger. I think the youngest one's actually 4, but they all have something that not everybody has. In fact, each one of them has some sort of a power or a superpower, and we find out in the very first part of the book, in the prologue, that one of the kids, his name's Michael, before the story even starts, it starts out on his 13th birthday. So when they turn 13, something happens, but he wakes up without any knowledge of that he had a superpower, and he wakes up to all these pictures of a little boy flying, which he drew to try to remind himself, because they're scared to death when they turn 13, they lose their power somehow. Well, Daniel is a normal kid. He moved in from Pittsburgh to Nobles Green, and he really didn't have any superpowers. In fact, before I go any further, I'll read the back to you. It says, as Daniel and his family drive into their new home, he spots a sign, "Welcome to Nobles Green, safest place on earth, or safest town on earth." Couldn't sound any lamer. But Daniel's new friends, who are nice but odd, with a tendency toward mysterious disappearances, are far from lame. In fact, he comes to learn that they each have a power. A superpower. One can fly, another can turn invisible, yet another one controls electricity. Incredible? Together, this secret group of superkids watches over Nobles Green while its residents enjoy the safest town on earth, oblivious. But not for long. The young superheroes are fading away, one by one. The moment when they turn 13, their special abilities disappear. Is it a supervillain sapping their powers? The answer lies in a long ago meteor strike, the green flamed witch fire, and a World War II era comic book. A hidden shrouded cave, and possibly, unbelievably, a powerless, regular old Daniel himself. So that really caught my attention. It's really good. It kind of has you at the edge of your seat at some points, because you're trying to figure out, well, what's going on, and how are they losing their powers, and is somebody behind it? and if so, who's behind it? And then it's like the plot's full of twists and turns, and it's a really good book. I really enjoyed it. I don't know how much this would cost in the store. Let me see if I can find a price tag on it somewhere. It doesn't have a price on it, I don't think. It was written in 2009, and here's some of the stuff that they had printed on the back for by other authors. It says, a fantastic story, thrillingly told. This book has a superpower. You can't put it down. That was by Jonathan Shroud, author of the best-selling Bartimaeus trilogy. And the book list wrote, a mysterious and adventure treat for middle school boys who will clamor for a sequel. And also, here's some more lists. It says, at last, a superhero story about kids who isn't the... Okay, let me start that over again. At last, a superhero story about a kid who isn't a superhero. Matthew Cody's descriptions of preteen life and flying and tumbling through the stratosphere were so real and vivid that it almost gave you vertigo. And that was by Jeff Smith, the author of best-selling Bone series. So it's got some pretty good write-ups about it, and it, like I said, I think it's really good. I would give it a high grade on it myself. I'd give it an A in a grading system, or 5 out of 5. It was really good. It kept, like I said, it kept me. It's a really easy read. It's only, let me see, 277 pages, I believe. Yeah, 277 pages long, and it's a pretty fast read, and it's a really good read. Like I said, you won't want to put it down. It got you on the edge of your seat most of the time, and it makes you think, well, what if there really is some kids like that out there? Because, like I said, they lose their memory that they have their power, and they're not allowed to tell. They have 3 simple rules: that they can't go to a certain place in the book, that they can't tell adults, and I can't remember what the third one was, but I think it's that they will lose their power when they turn 13. But it's like I said, it's a really, really, really good. Oh no, it's to use your powers for good. Don't go to a certain area, and to never tell an adult. That's what they were. That's the 3 rules. But it's a really good book, and I highly recommend it. If you can find it, you can also find it in your local library. I started to read it on the library, and then we ended up buying the book. So, or I was given the book. But anyway, hope you like this review. Hopefully you can find the book somewhere and read it. And if you do, let me know in the comment section below what you think. Be on the lookout. Also, I have some more videos coming soon. I'm going to go back and do some more toy reviews. And also, I've got an anniversary coming up, and I'm trying to think of something to do for my 4-year anniversary. Wow, I can't believe 4 years on YouTube. Oh, man. I better get back into it. I don't have very many videos out there for you guys. Anyway, you guys have a good day out there. I'll see you next time. See ya. Shaggy out.